Okay, here we go. So finding the right moisturizer for acne prone skin can be a major pain in the ass, and today we are going to go over some of the basics, some ground rules that you guys want to implement in finding the right moisturizer. And also in the next video I will be recommending some products. However, I think after watching this video you might be pretty solid with the basics, so you might be able to find your own moisturizers. So while watching this video, I want you guys to do one thing: rethink about the purpose of why you want to moisturize your skin, because I found a lot of people among you guys just add a moisturizer for the sake of adding a moisturizer into their skincare routine, and it's not really giving a lot of, ideal results. Acne prone skin have shown that they have a damaged skin barrier function. So the skin barrier is basically the outermost layer that we have on our skin to protect our skin from the outside world, and also it really helps balancing out everything. So this guy is really important. This guy is in charge of healing your acne or repairing your skin, and once this guy is compromised and weakened, what happens is that your sebum production goes up, pew, and also your chance of water loss, which is the dehydration, it goes up too. So that's why a lot of you guys experience that oily but dehydrated skin. It actually does exist. Also, if you do have acne prone skin, you might have more chance to be exposed to these following treatments, which is oral medication like Roaccutane, topical prescription medication like retinoic acid, and also tretinoin, benzoyl peroxide, BHA, and you might be scrubbing your face with physical exfoliant, harsh cleansers, which is too alkaline, which contains too much foaming agents, harsh toner, or an astringent. And a lot of people, after they implement in properly moisturizing their face, they do see big massive improvement in their acne. A lot of you guys might have dehydrated but oily skin, but this can easily be fixed by properly moisturizing. And by properly moisturizing, you will have a optimally running and functioning skin barrier, and this will really give good results in clearing up your skin. Hydration, moisturization, completely different thing. Hydration always comes first, which is a concept of feeding your skin basically water. It's charging and quenching water into your skin by using a toner, serum, or essence. However, if you don't lock that hydration, it's easy for the water to escape and run away from your skin because it's so easy to evaporate. And once your skin barrier is damaged, you have more chance to lose water, which happens to a lot of acne prone skin. So if we're really thinking about what true moisturizer should do, it doesn't need to be really fancy. It doesn't need to come with super anti-aging ingredient. What it needs to be doing is keeping that hydration inside, preventing the water loss, and also maintaining the healthy skin barrier functions. To achieve these two goals, moisturizer should come with some sort of occlusive agent, and the occlusive agent is something that separates moisturizers to every other skincare product that you apply before, because it has an ability to seal, retaining that hydration. However, a lot of acne prone skin people associate this occlusive ingredient to pore clogging or something that will exacerbate their acne. Of course, there are ingredients like petrolatum or mineral oil, which is known to be the best occlusive ingredient for dry skin type, because it really doesn't give any space for your skin to connect to the outside world, because it's such a thick, filmy barrier. However, if you do have acne prone skin and sensitive skin type, the methicone, which is another occlusive agent, is highly recommended because it's non-comedogenic, it's hypoallergic as well. It doesn't give you that greasy feel, and it's a pretty lightweight ingredient, and your skin is well prevented from water loss. So occlusiveness means the longevity of the hydration as well. So if your current moisturizer is kind of drying you out throughout the day, you might want to level up your occlusiveness in the moisturizers. My number one tip when you're shopping for a moisturizer: apply several different moisturizers that you're planning to buy, and then leave the store. Go out for a walk for 30 minutes or so, get a coffee, just chill, and then see which side is well or more hydrated. Where you don't want to opt for something that completely dries your skin out, because that means it's not going to act as a moisturizer. It needs to have some level of occlusiveness, but you want to opt for something that's not too filmy and too greasy, if that makes sense. Things get a little bit tricky when there's botanical or seed oil like avocado oil, green tea seed oil, camellia oil, etc, etc. So not a lot of people do know how greasy that oil is, or how dry, or how absorbable, or how acne prone skin friendly that oil is. So you might be better off just opting for a moisturizer that doesn't come with these ingredients. And then you can always add your favorite facial oil. Like, I know a lot of you guys love the rosehip seed oil, and I love it too, and I love mixing hemp seed oil too. But if you guys already do know which oils work amazing for your skin and you see that in a moisturizer, definitely go for it. But if you don't know, just to reduce the chance of, you know, possible breakouts, probably avoid these. Look for a moisturizer that doesn't come with any sensitizing ingredients or irritants, and the biggest one in my opinion is fragrance and essential oils. So if you do have acne prone skin, you want to, you know, classify your skin as sensitive skin as well. And if you look at sensitive skin friendly products, they always get rid of fragrance and essential oils. Why is that? Because it can trigger sensitivity to a lot of people, including lavender oil, orange peel oil, lemon peel oil, bergamot, or, you know, geranium. Like these kind of friendly looking natural ingredients can trigger some allergic reactions. So those are like the non-negotiables when you're choosing a moisturizer. Now we're moving on to some bonus factors that a moisturizer can win you over another one. Number one, non-comedogenic, non-acnegenic. So these are the label that kind of assures you that it's not going to clog on your pores or it's not going to worsen your acne. Number two, moisturizer with antioxidants. So the most commonly used antioxidant is probably green tea and vitamin E. I really cannot address the importance enough. Your acne starts from your sebum oxidizing. So to prevent that and really protect your skin, antioxidant plays such a big role. Number three, skin repairing properties. So this is something like Centella asiatica or madecassoside, which is super popular in Korea right now. It not only maintains that healthy skin barrier function, but it actually does benefit you in repairing. Number four, natural moisturizing factors. So this is a group of ingredients that we already do have in our skin and in our lipid. When we apply it topically, we have very minimal chance of irritation. Our skin tolerates it really well because it's not a foreign ingredient, and these ingredients can help restoring and really repairing your skin when your skin is really imbalanced. Last bonus factor is essential fatty acid, especially the linoleic acid. Acne patients are naturally deficient in linoleic acid, and this is why your sebum might be a little bit too goopy, too sticky, and it clogs the pores, and then the P. acne, which is the acne causing bacteria, tend to flourish inside. Therefore, you pop another acne. So when you topically apply linoleic acid on top of your skin, your sebum might be a little bit more regulated in terms of the production, and also your sebum is much more fluid, so it doesn't really clog up the pore. I don't feel like you really need to spend a lot of money on a moisturizer. It only needs to do one thing, which is to keep your skin hydrated throughout the entire day by preventing water loss. I think if you're using a serum, or I think if you're using a spot treatment for acne, that should be enough. You don't really need to rely on a moisturizer to do all of those things. Secondly, you don't really need to look for something that's oil-free or mattifying or acne on the label. So these can be kind of counterproductive. I'm not saying every oil-free moisturizer is like this, however, a lot of them lack in the occlusiveness. So when you apply it, it sinks in right away. It doesn't leave any residue. This is why your skin is drying out, because you don't really have any barrier to protect your skin from preventing water loss, right? So I feel like oil-free moisturizers are really not different from hydrating serums. So that was it for today's video. I hope you guys found it really helpful. If you did, don't forget to share it with your friends and family who's struggling in finding the right moisturizer. And if you are using an oil-free moisturizer, mattifying moisturizer, or something with fragrance or essential oil, and if you guys do find it working for your skin, keep on using it. If you haven't joined our Pom Pom fam yet, please subscribe down below and join us, and I'll talk to you guys later. Feeling like it's you who's been chosen. Only you can